So, talk to us about the intangibles that produce good writing in memoir: confidence, enjoyment, intention, integrity. How do you put all these qualities and core values in to make a good book that will persuade the reader to buy it?
Yeah, I think when I think about that picture that you're talking about, and going back to the before times when we didn't have computers and that kind of thing, I think what motivated writers back then was the craft. And it was an expression that they could not do. And the difference between that and what I see today, especially in the nonfiction world, is that there's been this big push in nonfiction for, business people. Write a book because it's going to draw attention to your business, is going to help you earn more money. And so that's not always bad. And I certainly work with a lot of clients that's part of what they're doing. But the motivation is different. And the way that those authors approach the writing process is completely different. So I love to work with somebody who has more of a craftsman mindset and who is interested in the nuances of things. And if we think about craftsmanship from like a woodworking perspective, a craftsperson is somebody who's paying particular attention to how the joints of a project, the joints of a drawer fit together, not just that they're for precision, but for beauty as well. So there's just this attention to the writer or to the actual craft, and thinking about it, the fulfillment that the person gets from doing an excellent job and developing their craft, but also thinking about how it's going to be used by the person who purchases the piece of, the bureau or the whatever it is that the craftsperson is making. So there's this, when you said in your introduction about me about the heart of it and the heart of it, right? To me, that's the difference between a writer and an author. And I make that distinction. Anybody can write a book. And once you write a book, you get that author status, and that's great. Nobody can take that away from you. But a writer is a different animal. They're not in it for status, for the money. They're in it for the craft and for the conversation that they have, that their heart has with the heart of the reader. And the way that that's facilitated is through words on paper.